The soil is often a family business. The Boulerne have been cereal farmers from father to son since 1912. Here are Roger, Eric, and Mathias. 3 generations of farmers who today will plant a hedgerow of apple trees to border their fields. For the 3 of them, every working day is a chance to learn or pass on know-how.
I've known farmers whose 45-year-old son couldn't make orders on his own. Daddy had to be there. When I was 22, my dad only helped me for 2 years. I did the same with Eric. I passed on what my dad taught me so he could take responsibility and work on his own initiative.
Now aged 49, Eric has run the farm for a long time, but he still refers to his dad.
He still has knowledge to pass on. He can still give that little spark that helps you get ahead.
Learning from dad and granddad isn't always easy for 18-year-old Mathias.
I sometimes get a scolding from my dad or my granddad, but that's all part of the apprenticeship.
Mathias will take over the family farm in 3 years, and he still has a lot to learn. Today, he'll be doing practical work in the thyme field. He thinks the time is right to weed and turn the soil.
Well, lad, it's a bit muddy, but we can try if you like.
His dad plays along. Before restricting the damage,
What's going on?
So what do you think? It's too muddy. Too muddy, right? You turn this weed, but it's still rooted. The hoe's not set right. You're wasting fuel and time. You'd be better off playing with your mates.
a tough learning process for Mathias, as tough as daily life can be for farmers. But at dinner time, with the family photo albums out for the occasion, Granddad Roger looks back fondly at his youth on the farm.
After your school exams, you'll be working like this. Any idea who this is? That's my maternal granddad. He's threshing the wheat. He's turning the straw and threshing again. Once the ears are empty, he puts it to one side, and here's the end result. This is a wonderful picture.
A good memory.
Oh, it's...
And yet, his grandfather tried everything to dissuade him.
Grandson, don't make the mistake of doing this as a job. That's what he said. But I worked, and I'm happy with what I did here. And especially...
In a few years, the 5th generation will take up the baton, passing on the love of the soil to his grandchildren is also what motivates Christophe Piquet, a farmer in the Mayenne region.
For the first time this year, we heard the dawn chorus this morning.
He has 7 grandchildren, and their births acted like a trigger. The conventional farmer turned organic, a respect for nature that he's trying to instill in them. Today, this happy little band will be tending to the saplings that were planted 2 years ago.
Raise your elbow higher. That way you strike 10 times harder.
Christophe believes that trees are the future of mankind.
Until now, we thought of us before thinking of them. The climate's changing, and changing so fast. There's a real emergency.
A belief he's keen to pass on.
When you plant trees, it reduces CO2 and gives us more air. That way the planet can live better.
Years ago, like many other farmers, Christophe cut down his hedgerows to make tractor access easier. But talking to Cyril, an agroforester, has made him realize that trees are an asset for fields.
It's an oak sapling, not very sturdy, but it'll get there. This is a good start. Okay, we're good.
It has 2 centuries ahead of it.
If not more. A tree is like a Swiss penknife. It's biodiversity, it's birds, it's insects. A tree is everything.
And yet, when Christophe took over the family farm 40 years ago, he didn't hesitate for a minute. Chemical fertilizers and insecticides in his fields and antibiotics for his cows. But he began to feel uneasy, and 12 years ago, he converted to organic.
I started hating seeing jerry cans with skulls and crossbones on. I couldn't stand it anymore. I knew I was doing wrong. I was torn between trying to make a profit by whatever unimaginable means possible, as we'd been taught back then, But I soon realised that that wasn't the priority. The priority is life.
And his successors are already present. 8-year-old Robin drives this 15-tonner like a kid's go-kart. His father Antoine has just taken over the farm. His doubts about providing for his family with an organic farm were soon removed. The business is profitable.
We now know we can do things differently. It's quite easy, in fact, and it works really well. We're close to 70 to 80% of the volumes of conventional farming, and with some produce, we do even better. So I have no worries.
For the Piquet, the gamble is paying off, ensuring the family's future while also protecting that of our planet.